Quarter Ninja presents.
Hello, and welcome back to our car restoration series of videos where we play Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 and we restore cars to their former glory. This is one of our previous projects, and as always we present you one of the cars we restored before we restore the new one. So this is the Ford Mustang Mach 1, the beautiful machine, really nice, produced from 68 to 78, and this specific example should be 1971 if I'm not mistaken. And luckily for us we got this nice livery with the car, and actually I chose the green color that existed in original iteration of the car. Well, close enough of course, because in the game you cannot really choose the color through any other means, but mainly, through trial and error, let's say. And I think the car looks extremely nice. I kept original wheels, as you can see. Whole interior is original with original seats, original steering wheel. So the car is as original as it can get, and you see it has a 429 Ram Air, and that was the sticker that Mustangs had. Either 351 or 429, depends on the size of the engine. So basically that was 429 cubic inches or 7 liters of displacement. And please let me know what do you think about car, and just write in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you think that we should change color or something? Also the plates, and it has, I think, 2 of them. License plates are up for the grabs, so if you want to see your name on the plate and have plate customized with your country or state or something else, let me know in the comments below, and I will see can I accommodate you and customize the plates for you and put them on the car. So that was one of our previous restoration, a beautiful car, nice looking, and I think it is time for the car to go back. And we are sending it to the parking. And we will bring back a new project, which I personally really like. And this is one of the cars where you have probably love-hate relationship with the car. And we are talking about Alfa Romeo Sprint Zagato. So this is the car, and for some people it is beautiful, for some people it is ugly, it is boxy and everything. I will tell you a little bit more about the history of the car later. And as always in these new videos we are making, a new concept, we will not do disassembly online, we are just going to prepare a car, and I will be back in a second when car is fully disassembled and prepared for the restoration. And here is the car, completely disassembled and prepared for the process of assembly. So, as always, we are doing our 5 steps, and the first step is just running here and putting battery to battery charger, and they do that just because it's good practice. Nothing else, nothing more. You can buy one if you want, but it's good practice, why not? Save $170 every time when you restore the car, especially in career mode. Next one is interior detailing toolkit. You can see it here. What this thing does is basically cleaning interior a bit. It's not easy to see, so check interior, and we will just press this button here. 3, 2, 1. And if you see, there is much more clarity in interior. It's clearer, nicer and shiny. So this is what this tool does. That is the second step. Third step, which makes the biggest visual impact and difference, is our welder, which will take care about the bodywork and remove rust and put car back to the beautiful, nice state. Okay, let's see. So for $1,000 we are fixing it, and you can see. Now you can just go around and check, did you forget something? If you see some rust or something, that you forgot something, but no, we didn't forget anything, so perfect, beautiful. That was our third step. Fourth step is to come here to our repair bench and repair parts. Now, I just want to explain for a second. We play in sandbox mode, which is unlimited money, but still I like to repair things because it is a good practice. You know, when you play in career mode, you need to repair as much as you can. So everything that is 15% or less damage, which means from 99% to 15%, can be repaired. Anything below 15% cannot. So let's try to repair what we can. And also, you know, when you play in career mode, you look, let's say, to repair gearboxes, engine parts, especially big engine parts, blocks, heads, things like that, and also body parts can be something really expensive. So you see we have here like a few body parts. So yeah. And as Zagato is a mod car, we will have to buy a few parts later. Yeah, it is a mod car, we'll have to buy a few parts later. Okay, that was the fourth step, and fifth step is to sell our parts. And if you're asking why we are selling parts, well, why not? Especially the problem is if you don't sell all these broken parts, as you can see here, it will just makes problems for you when you're assembling, because sometimes the broken part will pop up first, and you know, you will put it on the car and then later you will remember, oh, I put a broken part, etc. So sell the broken parts immediately. So that's it. Anything that is below 100%, basically 98, 99, doesn't matter. So these are the 5 steps, and this is important thing. Let's put engine into the car. As you can see, we have a broken one which we don't know the state of, and I prepared a beautiful new engine, this one, which we are going to put in the car now, and here it is. Let's return crane back to its place, and we have car in the engine. Perfect. Car in the engine, no, we have engine in the car. That would be much more appropriate. I think that car in the engine wouldn't work at all. So let's see, what do we have here? We have brake servo, battery we will put later. And do we have anything else? Yes, we have here ABS pump, and probably we are missing ABS module. As I said, we are missing ABS module, so let us go and buy ABS module. I'm not sure, do I have every single part for our car? Maybe I have, maybe I don't have. If don't, we will buy it. If yes, perfect. Okay, so this is about it. I think these are all the parts we can put, and later we will put battery in. It is charging at the moment, so let's push car up. And let's start with suspension assembly. And you know, as always, while we are assembling the car, I will talk a little bit about our car history, and immediately I see that we are missing knuckle A. I will talk a little bit about car history, so you know, you can learn something and just understand what this specific car is all about. And while I'm assembling, if I need some parts, I will just jump into the shop and buy them, just for your info. Okay, so we are here looking at Alfa Romeo Zagato, and Zagato was actually Italian, and I think probably still is, I'm not sure, Italian company that was doing design, you know, for cars and stuff like that. Like Pininfarina, Bertone, you know, which are designing Ferraris and stuff, you know, some very, very expensive and great cars. So Zagato, you know, I know that Zagato also did the design for one of Aston Martin's. Well, basically they had a version of Aston Martin before Zagato, if I'm not mistaken. And that I think will be also one of our restorations. I'm not sure do I have one in garage, but if I find one, definitely we will do it. So Zagato did a specific design for this car, and the car was based on Alfa 75. Maybe you remember Alfa 75. You know, Alfas are great cars, I love them, but Alfas are not the greatest quality. They were not, now I think they are. So I remember problems with 75s, you know, they were great machines, speedy and nice and sporty, but yeah, a lot of issues with mechanical reliability and things. In any case, this car was based on the platform from Alfa 75, and it was produced from 1989 up to 1991, so technically only 2 years. And this car had the Cabrio version, which was produced, I think, for 2 years more than this one. But until the 93, but this one actually was produced in much bigger numbers than a Cabrio version. Cabrio was like 200 something examples only. All Zagatos were powered by 3 liters 210 horsepower engines, and we will see how strong our engine is going to be. But all Zagatos, basically every single one, was powered with the same engine and with the same power, so they didn't make any changes there. And just for you to know, this was extremely fast and powerful machine. It went to 100 kilometers in 7 seconds from 0 to 100, and also, and the top speed is interesting for that time, 245 kilometers per hour. You know, it is, wow, really very nice. So that was a proper sporty car done in very small series. Actually, it is made in 1036 examples, so that is all a little bit more than 1,000, plus what I said, 200 something Cabrio versions. And when I said in the beginning of the video, this is a car that people have a love or hate relationship with, there is a simple reason. The car could be judged as ugly, or, you know, not really nice or beautiful and stuff like that. So yeah, some people will not find that this car is their cup of tea. For me, this is a beautiful, yes, it is boxy, it is a little bit boxy, but it is still beautiful machine. And I do have fond memories of the car. I never had opportunity to drive it or try it, but you know, I remember it from the times when it came out, and it was really beautiful and great machine. And you know, if I had opportunity today to own one, I would, without any doubt, I would gladly buy one and, you know, be an owner of one. Although I do believe there is not really many left that are in good state, and they're becoming, you know, more and more expensive. So yeah, that is the Zagato. A very interesting thing is that all Zagatos, actually every single one except one, so 1035 of them, were painted in red with gray roof. So there were you couldn't choose color. When you wanted your Zagato, you would get the red color with gray roof. I'm not sure if this mod has livery with gray roof. I didn't check. I honestly will see when we put it in the paint booth. If it has, great. If it doesn't have, well, we cannot do anything. The one example that I didn't mention, or I mentioned that there was one example, is actually the black car that was produced for Andrea Zagato. So his example was only one that was different, and it was black. Everything else was red with gray roofs. So that is interesting info just to know. Cabrios were painted in 3 colors, I think. It was black, yellow, red, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, you can always go to internet and just check it. But yeah, that is the history of this car. So nothing spectacular, nothing super special, but still a nice piece of automotive industry, and I think a nice piece of history as such. Let's buy some rubber bushings. I think we are missing quite a few. And this is the car that I picked up in one of previous episode, the one. You know, we are doing that episode from time to time, and we are calling that the one. And why we are calling it the one? Because I'm going out and going to junkyards, going to barns, going to auctions, and trying to find the one car. And that is car that makes me happy, excited, and really, you know, like, wow, that's the car I really wanted. So we do go and look for them, and I did find this Zagato in one of these runs, and you know, I decided to do it as soon as possible because first I love the car, and second, you know, these mods unfortunately sometimes are just removed by authors, and they remove them, or you know, you never know. I just read about a guy who got angry with other modders for some reason and removed all of his mods, which is not really the best thing to do, because you need to think about community. Your work is your work. It doesn't have, you know, anything with your relationship with other people. But again, if you know he feels better by removing his work and not allowing people to enjoy it, yeah, it's up to him. But this is the reason why I'm trying to record all of this and to save, you know, save it in video format. So even if the mod is lost, we will have it here, and you know, we can say, oh yeah, we restored it. From the start, when I started to do these videos, and it's like a few weeks only at the moment, already I've seen 2 or 3 cars disappear. So some of the cars in my garage disappeared completely, and they're not there anymore. What can you do? Let us check how we're going mechanically. So drive shaft, okay, gearbox, radiator, fan housing, yeah, I know. Okay, most of the things I know we are missing, I'm completely aware. Now, what we have here, just let us put car down for a second, and then we'll just run here and take our battery. You remember that we put battery on charger. So what I want to do here, I want to jump here, put battery in, and also I want to see, because I know that we are missing a few things, but maybe I have them in stock, maybe I don't. Fan housing I have. Okay, perfect. So I prepared it in advance. This should be pretty much it. Let us check. Drive shaft and gearbox, that is okay. I think, yeah, mechanically only drive shaft and gearbox. Let's go and buy the gearbox, and we always go here in Gear Grip Shop, and that was, ooh, which one was that? I completely forgot. I think it was the V6B. Let's try. We have unlimited money, so it's not really an issue. And I think starter, we are missing the starter also. Oh well, let's first put gearbox in, and we have to push car up again because gearbox goes from the bottom of the car. Yeah, so we are putting these gearboxes because they have customizable gear ratios, and yeah, that is much better. And we always try to make cars as powerful. Oh, we don't have drive shaft. Interesting. You see, we didn't manage to repair it. Let's buy one. 5 seconds. Ooh. Okay. To remove that is faster like this. What I wanted to say, yeah, gearbox and everything, we are putting power parts in our cars because we want to make them as strong as possible. The only time when we don't do that is when we are doing side-by-side restoration, but you can go to my other videos and just check side-by-side, and you will see what's that all about. We restore 2 cars that are the same, but one is boosted, one not. Very interesting to see. Okay, wheels. Now, the wheels. Yeah, I will tell you the story with the wheels. These are the original ones, and they do represent the original wheels from Alfa the best, although they are far off again. I couldn't simply keep them, so I tried to find something that would resemble a little bit Alfa's wheels, and I chose this. They're far from it, but at least a little bit. Because original Alfa wheels had round holes here, etc. But it's amazing that in all these rims that we have here, I couldn't find one that is good enough. And I have rims DLC and everything. So yeah, well, I hope these rims will work and they look good enough and everything. I also chose to put a little bit fatter or stronger rear tires, 235 instead of 215, because I felt the car needs that. Let us see. Starter, as I said, starter, yeah, we know. Let me see, can we put starter from here? Sometimes, yes. V8, I don't think. Sometimes you can put starter from the bottom of the car, and sometimes you need to go through the engine bay. It depends on the mod and the car itself. So this is the last mechanical part, okay? Actually, we are done with mechanical parts, and we can right click, left click, and say garage entrance A. As you know, if you follow my channel, we always do finalization of the car here because it has more space, it looks nicer, etc, etc. So let's go. We are now doing body parts and we are trying to finalize our beautiful Alfa Romeo Zagato. Okay, we should click on the car, plus, and let's go. I have all the new parts, I both like everything, so we have everything here. Also on this car there are no different parts. I actually really love cars which are customizable or have different parts, but you know, with Alfa Romeo it was one car, one type, everything one, so you really couldn't do anything else except make it how it was. So great job, whoever did the mod, I'm not sure, but you know, man, well done. Well done, and thank you for this beautiful mod. I really enjoy it, I love the car, and yeah, it's like a piece of history and very nice to see. Let's put hood in and front bumper, and then we have these headlights, which some people love, some people don't, really depends. Let me see, we didn't remove plates. Okay, let us check now. Again, we are looking 100% is everything, so we are missing inside of the car, and I'm not sure what I tried Carrera seat in, but it doesn't fit, you see. Let's play a little bit. If you put Carrera seat in, somehow it is way too much. So no, we are not going to do that. We are going to buy something else. And for that we are going to our interior shop, and let's see some seats that would fit nicely. I'm always thinking these that are sporty and everything, they should be okay. And I'm thinking, let's take these two, and then we need steering wheel. Now we don't have Alfa wheel here, and I really don't like to put some wheels from some other cars to Alfa. Let's say this one. This one could work. Unfortunately, yeah, I would love to see developers add more steering wheels. I have no idea why they are not doing that, but again, as I said, I don't think this game is developed enough. It should be much more developed, but yeah, I still love it. What can you do? Okay, I think yes, seats are good, steering wheel is good. I have no issues with that. So our car is complete. You can see how Zagato looks like. It is a very, very nice and beautiful car, and I'm wondering, I see, it should have, maybe it doesn't have Alfa sign here, I'm not sure how original worked. Okay, let's move our car to the paint shop. And let's see what we can do in the paint shop. I'm not sure, we will check now, do we have maybe a livery or not? Yeah, let's check first that. The factory color is like this, but I don't think that's the factory color. As I said, every single one of them was red. Hard-coded, beautiful. So the guy who did it hard-coded black, well, gray roof. So that is amazing. Well done, my friend, and thank you so much. So I think this is it. I'm not going to bother much with proper shade of red. Because as I said, this game unfortunately again is lacking so much, especially in painting. No, not especially, it's lacking so much in so many things, but again it is the only game like that and I love it for what it is, so yeah. Okay, we are going to paint it with this red color. You know, it would be great if you could choose, like, have a proper color wheel or something, you know, have ability to choose RGB or some other, you know, coloring method, etc, etc. So yeah. Actually this is as okay as it gets, why not? Okay, this is our car. And this is how Alfa looked when it was produced. Let's put oil in the engine. We are filling always, as you know, our engines with oil. Because we want to move car to our dyno room. To our dyno room and check how many horsepower we have. Okay, let's go. And also how much of the torque we managed to gain. Perfect. Let's go. So you see, there is a rubber bushing, which I'm not sure, am I crazy or not? I was checking 3 times. I missed it somehow. Okay, let's see. I think we can... You see, this is the problem. I'm talking about this all the time. If you watch my videos, you will remember I spoke about rubber bushings so many times. Don't forget to put one. Do this, do that. Always check, triple check rubber bushings and stuff. What we are doing now, we are doing exactly what we shouldn't do, and that is, you know, to come here and to realize that we don't have rubber bushing. And I'm not sure, I'm just trying to figure out where it is. It is not here. So the only place where I can imagine rubber bushing to be is, I know is exactly where it is. It's here. You can see it. It's here. Okay, so I missed it. It doesn't really matter. Let's go back to dyno. This is again something that we can learn from. As I always say, triple check your rubber bushings all the time. Okay, not a big deal. As I said, original Alfa has had 210 HPs. Original engine here is 251, which is a little bit too much, but it's okay, and I think we gained at least 150. Yep. So as you can see, 406 horsepower and 449 Newton meters of torque. Nice game, 61% and basically 50%. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's send the car back to garage entrance. Okay, well, that's about it. We concluded this build. Now, if you look at this car, it is actually, from my point of view, beautiful. It is boxy, it is a little bit different, it is very much beautiful car, and I think we managed to restore it nicely. Even the rims and tires are working well. Yeah, it was pleasurable build. As always, please let me know what do you think about the car. Do you like it or not? How do you see the car? You know, maybe how do you see it being better? Should we change rims or do something? You know, we don't have much to work with. A little bit about interior and maybe rims, and that's about it. Also, don't forget to tell me, do you want to customize the plates? You know, if you want your country, state or your name on the plates, let me know. And these plates are also for the grab. And yes, I think we had a very nice build here. Very nice restoration. beautiful Alfa Romeo Zagato. It was called Alfa Romeo, let me see, what is here written? Alfa Romeo SZ, Sprint Zagato, yeah, that is, that actually was SZ. And please let me know in the comments below what car you would like to see restored. You know, maybe you have your favorite, and let me know, and if I can, if I have it, or if I can find it, I will do it for you. You can even choose color and plates, rims, interior, everything, not a big deal. As always, you know, if you like my videos, if you like my channel, please subscribe and, you know, click that like button. It's not a big deal and it means a lot to me. And you know, I will see you very soon in our new restoration video. Until then, go restore something of your own, find a beautiful car that you like and bring it to the former glory. I'll see you soon, and until then, bye bye.
Please subscribe to this channel, share and like this video. Thank you.